I had to go through the disaster of the Second World War, the Holocaust in hiding, changing my identity from Albert Levis to Nicholas Theologopoulos, from being Jewish to being Christian. The Holocaust Memorial here is unlike any other Holocaust memorial. It doesn't memorialize the atrocities. It explains the conflict that people have on the basis of stories misleading, and learning about a shift of paradigms, understanding how to move from the stories that divide us to understanding the conflict resolution process as the new paradigm. What I did here at the Wilburton is I created a museum of the creative process. So when you come up the driveway, you see two signs: hospitality and education. Wilburton Inn and Art to Science, Museum of the Creative Process. And all the art exhibits are art as evidence of science. They're not just art. They are interesting studies of how the unconscious of the individual or the patient or the culture or the prophets has evolved as magical resolutions towards improving life. I wanted to gradually develop a learning center for my ideas. I had an interesting journey through understanding my identity by studying my cultural background as a Greek and as a Jew. And I developed from there the understanding that we have an innate mechanism of resolving conflict. This is the 4 different modalities, and I'm presenting these as the 4 different ways of resolving conflict, symbolized by the deck of cards, by the children of the wizard, and by the apples of the cultures. Here we have a challenge. The world is always in conflict, and today our world is divided politically, internationally, and the world is needing a new and better understanding. We have this lady who is a guest at the Wilburton, and she's surrounded by dragons. That's scary. And so this is the beginning of a story, of a fairy tale, but guess what happens at the end? There's happily ever after. And that is recorded here with a kiss and an embrace.
The Museum of the Creative Process is a curated exhibit featuring paintings, sculptures, and more. It was founded as an emotional education project to showcase Dr. Albert Levis's psychological and behavioral scientific theories. The museum is open to the public and has guided tours and workshops. Find out more by visiting museumofthecreativeprocess.com.